All right, welcome back to Island Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We got a good tweet from David Palladino. He said Bell deserved to be called out. He's selfish, and the team has had enough. How does Bell walk back into the locker room? More importantly, how does the team accept him? Chemistry will be ruined. I agree with him.
I disagree totally with that. They're going to welcome him back with open arms if he shows he can help them win.
Yeah,
That's all they care about.
I think it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You know what? I'll bet the first day he comes in there, he's greeted with hugs. I will not be surprised.
If it's week 10, I don't know.
Now, maybe if it's week 10 and they're 3-7,
yeah.
maybe it's a little different. But I think players, all they care about, can you help us win? And I think they think he can help them win. Yeah. I don't think this is irreparable damage is my point.
The one thing I don't think Bell is thinking about, this team has a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
And you're giving up all this money on the front end, but the back end, you don't make anything in the playoffs, right? You make $100,000 maybe if you make it to the Super Bowl.
Well, that was Ramon Foster's line about when you win, everybody eats.
Yeah.
Everybody cashes in. And they said he's putting himself above the team. They don't like it. I get why he's doing it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not ripping him, but I understand that they feel betrayed, hurt. And I think they also feel a little betrayed that he hasn't told them what he's doing. I don't think he's been clean with them. I think Ramon said he, Pouncey, and Villanueva have texted him, what are you doing, what are you doing? He goes, I don't even know. They want an answer. They want if he tells them I'll be in week 11, I think they all move on.
You know, I agree with you. I think they agree with you on that. They want an answer. They want when they want to know when he's going to be here.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go out to the phone lines. We got Rick out in Elizabeth. How you doing, Rick?
Good, guys. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for calling.
Hey, I have a little different spin.
Okay, go ahead.
On LaVey Owen here in his situation, and the reason why his report date is being backed up or not, he's not giving it out to people. If you recall, I think it was last week, he was in Wiz Khalifa's rap studio, and LaVey Owen already has one drug suspension against him.
Two.
Or yes, well, he got they
that was an arrest, not
a
not a marijuana testing.
Right, exactly. He got one, and he got out of that other one. But if he does get tested and caught as positive, he's gone for the entire year.
Well, I've heard that.
I think he's gone for 10 games.
Yeah, I don't think it's but I've heard that. I've heard the argument as well. And I mean, at this point, all we can do is speculate. I mean, I don't think it's totally outrageous to think that. I like to think he's matured enough that he isn't going to get caught in that situation. I could be totally wrong. I thought Martavis Bryant would mature enough.
Yeah, so did I.
And I guess I'm wrong on that one.
The one question I have, and I'm going to have to look this up, can they still test him if he's not under contract?
No, but it's before he comes in and signs, they can test him.
Okay.
Or
so
after he signs,
there's no
before
random
he plays. I don't think he has no contract. He has no contract.
So there's
no
reason to test him.
He is an unemployed football player at this point.
Yeah, so that would make sense that they couldn't test him in the offseason.
But once he signs, he's automatically has to take the test.
Good point. All right, let's go out to the phone lines. We got Jerry out in Hempfield. How you doing, Jerry?
Hey, Rich, two short comments.
Go ahead.
Every year for the last 2 or 3 years, I call you and tell you at the beginning of the year that the Pirates are just going to be an average team.
Okay.
And no matter who they have, who they trade, who they keep, if they don't do anything. And you're always optimistic, I understand.
Yeah.
And now you're saying, well, next year is going to be a good year. We're looking forward to it.
I think next year is going to be a good year.
I'm really looking forward to next year with that young pitching staff.
Yeah, so am I.
Now, they got to spend some money and get some couple hitters in there, but I think the young pitching staff has a chance to be really good next year.
Jerry,
I don't feel the same way now after a losing season that I have, 25 of the past 28 years.
Yeah, I was more optimistic than most people, Jerry. I thought they'd finish around 500. I think I tweeted, I have the prediction. I think
and they might.
It was 80 and 82, and I think they could.
69 and 71 now.
I think they can finish there.
I like the young pitching, and to me, pitching is the #1 thing to have a winning team.
Yeah, I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. Next year is never going to come, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, when they won 98 games, Jerry, did you say that about next year?
Yeah, next year's not going. They're not going to win anything next year either. So I'm just telling you.
Jerry, you're the most negative guy in town, man. I can always count on you.
Well,
they say us in the media are negative. You're twice as negative as anybody in town.
Thanks a lot, Jerry.
And you may be right. You may be right.
I can't.
I love his calls because they're all the same. They're all predictable, and he's always ripping them, and that's fine. I get it.
I'm going to go at least 90 wins next year. I know it's an early prediction. All right,
I want to see who their players are before I'm going to say that.
Back in a couple minutes.